Hello, and welcome to Calm Hustle ClayTime. My name is Tanya, and I have an online e-commerce business. I'm an entrepreneur, former healthcare professional, and I have recently discovered clay and all things creative. So I used to say I was the entrepreneur behind the artist, as my husband of 25 years is very artistic. I have historically not been. But all of a sudden, I can't stop. I must play with all the things. So I have decided ClayTime is our time to do leadership talks, interviews, entrepreneurial discussions, all while we're getting our creative juices flowing and just having a good time. And I think it is exactly what we all need in the world right now. Something to just let loose, relax a little bit, and it's just a medium to have some fun conversations as well. So this is my first interview, and I'm really excited to have my friend Mellanie Joy here. And Mellanie, I'm going to have you explain who you are, but you were actually the first person I met when I was networking when I first moved to this community. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
The first Anthem Community Chamber of Commerce meeting I went to, you were the first person I connected with. And now, of course, you're a dear friend. So I'm so excited. So welcome to the first episode of Calm Hustle ClayTime interview.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So tell us, first of all, what you're making today so you can get to painting. And then while you're painting, will you tell us a little bit about who you are and what your business is?
Yes. Okay, so I made a spoon rest and I did paint the inside. Today I'm going to be adding color to the outside.
Yes, so a little spoon rest out of air dry clay. And she came over last week and formed it. And we gessoed it. We're trying to be all professional here. So today is paint day, and I will be working on a little cacti. I'm going to put an air dry little plant in there, and then it hangs your rings on it. Otherwise.
I left my rings here last week on it.
Yes, exactly. So that was our excuse to get you back. So, all right. Tell us a little bit about you, Mellanie. Who are you and where are you from? And then we'll get into your business.
Look at you or the camera?
I don't know. Go ahead and just tinker.
Okay. Well, I grew up in a small town in Washington State. We were mostly self-sustaining, so I learned how to do a lot of things.
What does self-sustaining mean? I have not heard this before.
We did not need to go to the grocery store to live. We had our own chickens, our own cows, our own pigs. We grew our own vegetables. So we had all the things that you would need, but we provided them for ourselves.
You were like the original homesteaders.
Yeah.
How did I not know this?
I don't know.
We spent a lot of time together, and in the first sentence of the interview, you're blowing my mind. All right. Go on. Tell me more.
Okay. I am also a mountain bike chick,
Yes.
so that is where I feel free, and it makes me smile, and I say it makes my tail wag.
I like it. You are much more coordinated and athletic than I, which I really appreciate. You get us out on adventures and doing new things all the time. You are definitely one of those people that helps keep excitement and adventure with always trying new things.
Yes.
I love that about you. You
I
get
do
us to new
love
places.
Trying new things, for sure.
Yes, yes.
It brings me joy.
Yes. Okay, so tell me a little bit about, you have multiple businesses and multiple streams of income. I just really respect you as a businesswoman. So the one that sticks out the most for me, because I love real estate and playing in real estate, is you own multiple properties. And you have just done a phenomenal job with diversifying your income, right?
Yeah.
And how long have you been owning properties and playing in that real estate kind of playground?
I bought my first investment property, well, 4 of them at the same time in 2017.
Oh, so when you went in, you went all in.
It was a package of 4. So
Okay.
I said yes. I didn't have my own money to do it. I got a business or a personal line of credit to put the down payment on. I got real estate specific loans for the loan, and I renovated them on a credit card.
Oh my goodness.
And then when you get a tenant in them, you can refinance them and pull the money out and pay all those people off and then collect the rents going forward.
You're scrappy. You're so scrappy, Mellanie. And I know that I love how you jumped in. You took kind of a mastermind course, didn't you, to learn? Or did you have a mentor? How did you learn about it, about real estate?
I had just finished my master's degree and decided that I needed to pay for more education for some reason. I answered a Craigslist ad of all things, and it said learn real estate investing, and that had been a passion of mine, and I wanted to learn how to do it on my own. I had bought a commercial property with a business partner before, and I didn't love that experience, so I wanted to have the confidence to do it on my own and learn how to use creative financing, and I learned all of that through that real estate education platform, and I am very grateful for them. That's Renatus. They are still in business. I don't participate in a lot of their meetings anymore because I have my own businesses, but I always am thankful to have come in contact with them and learned what I learned from them.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's one of them. So now the next one, and the one that you were out networking for and how we connected, was a company called SprayNet. And I was instantly just into asking a ton of questions because Neil and I, my husband and I, had owned a franchise years ago. We only made it almost 3 years. But we learned a lot, and I still am fascinated by franchising. I think, it gets a lot of business owners started often, and that kind of thing. So tell me a little bit about SprayNet.
Well, we chose SprayNet, my partner Teresa and I, for the franchise model because we wanted to follow something that was proven. We didn't want to fail a bunch of times. We wanted a proven track record. The coaching aspect of it, we were very excited to have coaches that have already been there, done that, and help keep us on the right track.
Water? Do you need water in your paint, do you think? What do you think?
I'm just making it a brighter color. Too much white.
Brighter. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. We're mixing over here. Okay. So you guys bought the franchise in what year? You're in your
We
third?
are in our 4th year right now.
4th year.
Yeah.
That's a big deal to make it past the 3rd year. I think percentage-wise, we'll have to look this up, but a large percentage of franchises, if they can make it past the 3rd year in business, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So, yay!
3 years was our first big milestone. Now we hear once we make it to 5, we're even more likely to succeed.
And 7 with businesses in general is a big milestone too. But 4, we're celebrating, and
Yay.
you guys are one of the top newer. You got one of the awards last year, midway through.
Our first year, we got the Rookie of the Year, so we outperformed all other franchisees that year, all other new franchisees that year in sales
Okay.
and production. And we just keep breaking records and pushing our limits and hitting our goals. Painting mostly kitchen cabinets.
Mostly kitchen cabinets. So tell me about SprayNet and kind of what sets it apart from other painting companies.
Well, we don't use a brush.
Because you get lots of brush
marks.
like
Yes.
this. You see my little cacti? He's going to need, my little cactus is going to need 2 coats for sure.
I think it adds character because they aren't perfect.
True.
So you may leave it.
Okay, there you go. Good point.
SprayNet makes the paint that we use, so that's part of being part of the franchise model is you get to buy the paint from SprayNet. It is surface specific, so that cabinet paint is made for the cabinets. We have door and window paint for exterior that's heat and fade resistant. We have stucco paint that's expands and contracts with the hot Arizona sun so that there aren't any cracks in the stucco.
And is there cork? I think that stuck out to me.
We can add cork to the paint, yes.
That always stuck out to me for more heat insulation, or what does it do? It makes it last longer. What does it do?
Yeah, it cools the house a little more. The R value is what it changes.
Oh, there you go. Okay, very official, very official. Awesome. Okay, so I want to get into, you had set some major goals for the year, and it was mid-December, and you hit your goals. You hit your revenue goals, and it was, I mean, they were some pretty good, pretty big revenue goals to finish out the year with, and not a ton of time left. And a lot of people, I think, check out in December and just think it's going to be a bad month and it's just throw the towel in. Can you talk with me a little bit about the mindset you brought to your work this December and what it was like, both like setting and committing to that goal and working through it towards the end of the goal? Did you, like, what was your mindset going in and what caused you to set such a big goal?
Ooh. I think I looked at what other franchisees had been able to do and wanted to push us a little bit. Also knowing that because I am in a partnership that we're splitting whatever revenue we generate, so we wanted to generate a little more so that each our halves of that revenue is bigger. Yeah, so that'd probably be why I chose the goal. Mostly based on what other franchisees had been able to do and then pushing it a little bit further than that. And when it came to December, and I think I was, when did I first text you? I was 60,000 short of my goal.
Okay.
Wonder what percent that is.
I don't know. 60,000 short. And she was like, I'm going to go for it. And I was like, okay, here we go. Here we go, Mellanie. You can do it. And you do a lot of the informational visits, speccing out the jobs, and you help with the quote unquote closing of the sales and like talking through. So there's a lot of conversations. And I think, how did you keep your mind, what have you done this year to keep your mindset right when everybody's talking about the economy and whether or not sale, like it's an interesting time in the economy. What did you do to keep your mindset right going into December and just this year in general?
Mostly I don't participate in any, I tell everyone I hide under a rock. I just don't listen to the noise. I pay attention to what is immediately affecting me and kind of block the rest out, because I notice if I don't, then it does bring me down.
Yeah, it's hard. So you do a good job with boundaries and compartmentalizing in a healthy way so that you're able to take massive action and stay in activity regardless